First things first, let's start with the bio of my photographer I chose to research. Boom! This guy, this Caucasian, bearded, bald, hat-wearing man, goes by the name of Ansel Adams. Ansel Adams was a guy who did some things and stuff and was renowned for those things and stuff at the time, and that was pretty cool, I guess. That's a good summary of his life. Okay, no! Ansel Easton Adams was an American photographer and environmentalist best known for his black and white landscape photographs of the American West, especially of Yosemite National Park. He was born in 1902 during the end of the Jurassic period, I think, I don't know, and lived to be 82 and died in 1984, the same year that one Metallica album came out. Adams founded this organization, whatever it's called, along with fellow photographers Willard Van Dyke and Edward Weston, which was much of the same style of his own work. He was born into an upper-class family where they own and maintain a lumber company created by Ansel's grandfather. Later in life, Adams would condemn that very same industry for cutting down many of the great redwood forests, because, you know, he became an environmentalist later on. Would have known that if you were paying attention earlier. Originally wanting to be a musician, he had a strong fondness for photography and nature, and wide black and white landscape photos mainly in Yosemite National Park, usually in the afternoon during springtime. Adams was a hyperactive child and prone to frequent sickness and hypochondria. He had few friends, but his family home and surroundings on the heights facing the Golden Gate provided ample childhood memories. Although he had no patience for games or sports, the curious child took to nature at an early age, collecting bugs and exploring lakes, rivers, beaches, forests, mountains, caves, deserts, the top of trees, the sky, around big piles of rocks, volcanoes, glaciers, the bottom of oceans, and his backyard. Anyway, he had a long successful career in taking pictures of trees and whatever, I don't know, and has had quite the influence on photography of nature today. Ansel Adams had also experimented with colored film, but he found it to be too distracting for his compositions. Okay, cool. Let's look at some of his work. Obviously, because his works are in black and white, contrast and value are always going to be essential to pay attention to, or at least when he's making a picture. The snow, clouds, rays of light, and water are all distinctively white, and they're all put up against black shadows and textures of mountains and rocks and whatever. I don't care! Symmetry is also a very common theme in his work, along with reflection when up against bodies of water. If the rule of thirds grid thing is thrown up onto the picture, you can see exactly what part of the picture fits in where. Space is also incorporated, usually with the sky in his works as well, leaving like lots of space because it's called space. Yeah. I attempted myself to mimic a few of his compositions via Ansel's own techniques. They're going to look a bit different, obviously, because they aren't his pictures. Because they aren't his pictures, but also because I live in frickin' Sioux Falls, South Dakota. The Midwest isn't exactly full of foresty, mountainous areas like the national parks he's privileged to have visited multiple times. Okay, certainly not up to the same standards as Mr. Bearded Bald Glasses Man here, but it's what I could do. There are similarities though, the rule of thirds, space, contrast, symmetry, kinda. And obviously they're all black and white, so if anything, there's that. Okay, and that's all I'm willing to tell you. That was Ansel Adams, those were my pictures, and that was my video presentation. Thank you for watching, even though you didn't have a choice. I hope you enjoyed it and learned something, and you can all go home now.